Ladies and gentlemen, in a world filled with distractions, obstacles, and forces that try to hold us back, there's a quiet but powerful call to action that resonates within us all. It's a call to embrace the fierce, unstoppable force within. It's about becoming the monster that refuses to be tamed, the one that is relentless in pursuit of its dreams, its goals, and its purpose. We often hear people tell us to be humble, to be cautious, and to play within the boundaries set by others. But what if I told you that greatness, true greatness, doesn't exist in the realm of comfort and compromise? What if I told you that within you there's a raw, unyielding energy capable of breaking through every barrier and overcoming every challenge? To be the monster that can't be stopped isn't about destruction. It's about transformation. It's about recognizing that your potential is limitless and that you hold the power to shape your own destiny. You are the force of nature that stands tall in the face of adversity, the one that thrives on challenges, and the one that will not settle for mediocrity. So rise up, own your power. Let the world know that nothing will stand in your way. Be that monster. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from adversity, navigate life's challenges, and emerge stronger from the experience. It's not about avoiding hardship, but about how you respond to it. Life is filled with unexpected twists and turns, setbacks, failures, losses, and disappointments. Resilience allows you to weather those storms and continue moving toward your goals, even when the path is uncertain or difficult. Building resilience begins with developing a mindset that views challenges as opportunities for growth rather than insurmountable barriers. When you encounter setbacks, it's easy to fall into a cycle of negativity and self-doubt. However, resilient individuals choose to see these moments as chances to learn and improve. They ask themselves, what can I take away from this experience, rather than dwelling on what went wrong? A key element of resilience is emotional regulation. Life's challenges can evoke intense emotions, frustration, anger, sadness, or anxiety. While it's natural to feel these emotions, resilience requires you to manage them in a healthy way. This doesn't mean suppressing your feelings, but rather processing them constructively so that they don't cloud your judgment or hinder your ability to move forward. Techniques such as mindfulness, journaling, or talking to a trusted friend can help you maintain emotional balance. Another important aspect of resilience is adaptability. Life rarely goes exactly as planned, and rigid thinking can make it difficult to navigate unexpected changes. Resilient people are flexible and open to adjusting their plans when circumstances require it. They understand that setbacks often present new opportunities and are willing to pivot rather than give up. Support networks also play a vital role in building resilience. No one is completely self-sufficient, and seeking help when you need it is a sign of strength, not weakness. Surrounding yourself with positive, encouraging people provides emotional support, fresh perspectives, and practical advice. A strong support system can help you regain your footing when life knocks you down. Resilience is also fueled by self-efficacy, the belief in your ability to influence outcomes and solve problems. When you trust in your ability to overcome challenges, you're more likely to take proactive steps rather than feeling helpless. This confidence grows with each success, no matter how small, creating a positive cycle of empowerment. Developing resilience requires a strong sense of purpose. When you have a clear understanding of your goals and what truly matters to you, setbacks become easier to endure. Purpose acts as a guiding light, keeping you focused and motivated even when circumstances are difficult. It reminds you why you're pushing forward and helps you stay committed to your journey. One of the most powerful lessons of resilience is the realization that adversity can be transformative. Some of the most profound personal growth happens during times of hardship. Resilience allows you to emerge from challenges with greater wisdom, strength, and empathy. Helps you cultivate a deeper understanding of yourself and a greater appreciation for life's victories, big or small. Ultimately, resilience is not a fixed trait, but a skill that can be cultivated and strengthened over time. Every challenge you face is an opportunity to build that skill. By learning to navigate adversity with courage, adaptability, and determination, you not only overcome life's obstacles, you thrive in the face of them. Resilience becomes your greatest asset, empowering you to live with confidence, purpose, and strength. Inspiring others is about more than just offering words of encouragement. It's about leading by example and showing others what's possible when they tap into their own potential. When you live authentically, pursue your dreams, and embrace challenges, you become a living testament to what can be achieved with determination and resilience. You don't need a grand platform or title to inspire people. Often, the simplest actions and the quietest efforts are the ones that have the deepest impact. At its core, inspiration comes from authenticity. People are drawn to those who are true to themselves, those who don't try to fit into mold or please everyone. When you act in alignment with your values and passions, you naturally become an inspiration to others. You show them that it's possible to live according to one's principles, even in a world that often pressures conformity. Your authenticity gives others permission to embrace their own uniqueness and pursue their dreams without fear of judgment. Inspiring others also involves sharing your journey, not just your successes. Everyone experiences struggles, setbacks, and failures along the way. When you open up about your own challenges and the lessons you've learned from them, you create a connection with others that goes beyond surface level interactions. It's in those vulnerable moments that people see your humanity, your resilience, and your determination to push forward. By sharing the highs and lows of your journey, you remind others that they're not alone in facing difficulties, and that resilience in the face of adversity is a key part of the human experience. Another powerful way to inspire others is through your actions. Words can motivate, but it's your actions that leave a lasting impression. Whether you're taking initiative in your community, offering support to someone in need, or demonstrating a strong work ethic, your behaviors speak louder than anything you can say. When others witness your dedication, compassion, and perseverance, they are more likely to reflect those qualities in their own lives. By simply being the change you wish to see in the world, you spark that same sense of possibility in others. One of the most inspiring things you can do for others is to believe in them. Offering encouragement, acknowledging their potential, and providing constructive feedback can help people see their own value and worth. Sometimes, all someone needs to break free from self-doubt is a reminder that they have what it takes. By uplifting others and fostering a sense of belief, you help them ignite their own inner fire, propelling them toward their own dreams and aspirations. Inspiring others often involves being a constant source of positivity and hope, even in the face of uncertainty. People look to those who remain grounded, focused, and optimistic, especially in times of adversity. It's not about being blindly optimistic, but rather having a mindset that chooses to see possibility even when things seem bleak. A hopeful attitude is contagious. It inspires others to believe that no matter what they face, things can get better with persistence, effort, and the right mindset. Additionally, inspiring others means lifting them up rather than competing with them. True inspiration doesn't come from trying to outdo someone else or outshine them. It comes from helping others rise to their full potential. When you offer support, mentorship, or simply show kindness and empathy, you create a ripple effect that encourages others to do the same. You contribute to a cycle of encouragement and positivity that spreads far beyond your immediate circle. Lastly, inspiring others requires patience. Change, growth, and transformation are often slow and incremental processes. By embodying persistence, you show others that it's okay to take small steps, to stumble and get back up, and to trust that the effort will pay off. The impact of your inspiration may not be immediately visible, but over time, the seed you plant will grow, and you will begin to see the positive influence you've had on those around you. Ultimately, inspiring others is about being a living example of possibility. It's about showing people that they too have the power to overcome their challenges, pursue their dreams, and make a difference in the world. When you live with purpose, authenticity, and resilience, you give others the courage to do the same. Through your actions, your words, and your presence, you create a ripple effect that empowers others to ignite the fire within themselves. Taking responsibility is the cornerstone of personal growth, empowerment, and success. It means acknowledging your role in the outcomes of your life, whether those outcomes are positive or negative. Responsibility goes beyond merely acknowledging your actions. It involves owning your choices, decisions, and the consequences that arise from them. It means taking control of your life rather than allowing external circumstances or other people to dictate your direction. At its core, taking responsibility is about accepting that you are the one in charge of your own life. It can be easy to blame others, circumstances, or even luck when things don't go as planned. However, when you shift your perspective and recognize that you are in control of your responses, behaviors, and decisions, you unlock the power to change your situation. This doesn't mean that everything in life is always within your control. Sometimes external factors are unavoidable. But how you react to those challenges is entirely within your grasp. Taking responsibility also means being accountable for your mistakes and failures. It's easy to avoid ownership when things go wrong, but true maturity and growth come when you face those mistakes head on. When you admit where things went off track, rather than shifting blame or making excuses, you create an opportunity for learning. Mistakes are an essential part of growth, and taking responsibility allows you to extract valuable lessons from them so you can avoid repeating the same errors in the future. Additionally, taking responsibility is about recognizing the power of choice in every situation. Life presents you with many crossroads, and your decisions shape your path. Whether it's choosing how you respond to adversity, how you interact with others, or how you pursue your dreams, you always have a choice. Taking responsibility means fully understanding that your choices, no matter how small they may seem, are leading you in one direction or another. Instead of passively letting life happen to you, taking responsibility allows you to actively steer the course of your own destiny. Part of taking responsibility involves taking ownership of your own happiness and well-being. It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that other people, circumstances, or material possessions will bring you happiness. However, happiness starts from within. When you take responsibility for your own emotional state and well-being, you stop relying on external validation to feel fulfilled. You recognize that while others may influence you, your contentment and peace of mind come from how you choose to perceive and respond to life. And another crucial aspect of responsibility is time management. When you take responsibility for your time, you stop wasting it on things that don't contribute to your growth or happiness. You become intentional with how you spend each day, ensuring that your actions are aligned with your goals and values. Prioritizing what matters most allows you to make progress and build the life you desire. Taking responsibility also means stepping into a leadership role in your own life. You don't need a formal position of power to be a leader. Leadership starts with leading yourself, making decisions that reflect your values, taking action toward your goals, and setting an example for others. Whether you realize it or not, your actions are constantly influencing those around you. By taking responsibility for your own life, you set a positive example and create an environment where others feel empowered to take responsibility for their own lives as well. Moreover, taking responsibility isn't about perfection. It's about commitment, growth, and progress. No one is perfect, and everyone makes mistakes. What matters is your willingness to own up to your imperfections, learn from them, and keep moving forward. When you take responsibility, you free yourself from the burden of regret and shame, replacing them with self-compassion and determination. You recognize that you are a work in progress, and with every step you take, you grow closer to the person you aim to be. Taking responsibility also involves being proactive rather than reactive. Rather than waiting for things to happen or for others to make decisions for you, you take initiative. You don't wait for opportunities to come to you, you create them. You don't wait for change to happen, you make it happen. You make it and you wait for change to happen, you make it happen. You don't wait for change to happen, you make it happen. Responsibility means making intentional choices that align with the future you want to create, rather than simply reacting to the circumstances around you. Ultimately, taking responsibility is about empowering yourself to live the life you want. It is the acknowledgement that you have the ability to shape your own future, regardless of your past or current situation. It's about taking control of your actions, emotions, and mindset, and using that power to create meaningful change. When you take responsibility, you unlock the door to self-mastery, and with that mastery, the possibilities are endless. Relentless determination is the fuel that powers the engine of success. It's the inner fire that keeps you moving forward, even when the path seems dark or obstructed. Many people start with great enthusiasm, but few can maintain that same level of drive when faced with the inevitable obstacles that life throws their way. Relentless determination is what sets those who achieve greatness apart from those who give up at the first sign of struggle. This kind of determination doesn't come from external sources. It's born from within. It's the deep-seated belief that no matter how many times you fall, no matter how many doors slam in your face, you will keep moving forward. It's the voice that whispers in your ear when doubt begins to creep in, reminding you that setbacks are temporary, but persistence is permanent. To embrace relentless determination means understanding that every challenge is not a barrier, but a stepping stone. It's about choosing to see obstacles as part of the process and not as the end of the road. The world will often test your resolve, pushing you to your limits. But those who truly embrace determination know that what doesn't break them only makes them stronger. This mindset demands that you look beyond the immediate struggles. You might face rejection, failure, or even ridicule along the way, but your eyes stay fixed on the long-term vision. It's about knowing that the harder the struggle, the sweeter the success will be when you finally reach it. Relentless determination means you don't wait for permission. You don't wait for the perfect conditions to arise. You don't wait for the world to hand you an opportunity. You create your own. You push, you fight, you work relentlessly toward the goal, even when others doubt you. You trust that the sweat, the late nights, and the sacrifices will eventually lead to a breakthrough. And while determination can be a solitary pursuit, it's also about surrounding yourself with the right energy. People who understand the grind and are willing to support you in your journey. But even when no one is looking or cheering you on, your determination remains the constant companion, urging you to press on. When you embrace relentless determination, you make a promise to yourself. No matter the odds, you will never stop. That promise is the backbone of all great achievements. Breaking free from your comfort zone is one of the most powerful and transformative steps you can take in your life. The comfort zone is a mental state where everything feels safe, familiar, and predictable. It's where you are accustomed to what you know, and as a result, there's little room for growth. But growth never happens in the comfort zone. Real progress is born in moments of discomfort and challenge. At some point, everyone faces a choice. Continue down the path of least resistance, or push yourself into the unknown. Most people choose the first option. It's easier to stay where it's safe, to stick with what you know, to avoid the uncertainty of venturing into uncharted territory. Unleashing your inner strength is about tapping into a well of power and resilience that lies dormant within you, waiting to be awakened. It's the part of you that has always been there, but often gets overshadowed by doubt, fear, or external influences. Life's challenges can sometimes obscure our true potential, but the truth is that every one of us has an innate strength that is more than capable of overcoming obstacles, no matter how daunting they may seem. This inner strength isn't about physical might or brute force. It's a quiet, unshakable force that resides in your heart and mind. It's your determination to keep going when everything seems against you. It's the mental toughness that carries you through dark moments, the resilience to bounce back after failure, and the courage to keep fighting for what you want, even when the world seems to be pushing you in the opposite direction. To unleash your inner strength, you first have to believe that it exists. Many people don't realize their own power because they've been conditioned to rely on external validation or comfort. They seek reassurance from others or from circumstances instead of looking within. But true strength comes from within. It's about trusting yourself and your ability to navigate whatever challenges come your way. The moment you stop looking for outside approval and start believing in your own power, that's when you begin to unlock the strength you've always had. This inner strength doesn't surface when everything is easy. It's in the moments when you're at your lowest, when the weight of the world seems unbearable. That's when your true power shows itself. It's in the ability to stand tall after a failure, to rise again after a setback, and to continue pushing forward despite adversity. It's about refusing to accept defeat, knowing that each setback is just an opportunity to learn, grow, and come back stronger. To unleash your inner strength, you must also recognize that vulnerability is not weakness. In fact, it takes great courage to be vulnerable, to admit when you're struggling, and to ask for help when needed. Strength isn't about always having it together or pretending to be invincible. It's about knowing when to lean on others and when to dig deep within yourself for the strength to keep going. This strength is also tied to your emotional resilience, the ability to regulate your emotions, not let fear or anxiety control your actions, and stay grounded in the face of stress or pressure. It's about mastering your inner dialogue, quieting the self-doubt that often creeps in, and replacing it with a mindset that is focused on overcoming, achieving, and evolving. When you tap into your inner strength, you realize that you are capable of far more than you ever imagined. Every difficult situation you face becomes an opportunity to access this power, to push yourself to new limits, and to discover just how resilient and resourceful you can be. It's about knowing that you are your own greatest ally, and that with the right mindset, there is nothing you cannot conquer. Turning adversity into fuel is one of the most powerful ways to harness the difficulties of life and use them to propel yourself forward. Every person will face challenges, setbacks, and hardships. These are inevitable. However, how you respond to adversity is what truly defines your success. It's easy to feel defeated when life doesn't go as planned, but those who succeed are often the ones who learn how to transform those very struggles into stepping stones for growth and achievement. Adversity has the potential to shape you in ways comfort and ease never could. It forces you to confront your limitations, face your fears, and discover what you're truly made of. Every challenge is an opportunity to build resilience. And when you turn adversity into fuel, you choose to see the lessons in hardship rather than the burden. Instead of letting obstacles hold you back, you use them as a driving force to push you even harder toward your goals. The first step in turning adversity into fuel is reframing your mindset. Instead of asking, "Why me?" or feeling helpless, ask, "What can I learn from this?" Every setback, no matter how devastating it may seem, holds a lesson that can make you stronger, wiser, and more capable. This shift in perspective is essential for transforming negative experiences into a source of power. It's about taking ownership of your narrative and deciding that you will not let hardship define you, but rather shape you into a more determined and capable version of yourself. Turning adversity into fuel also involves tapping into the emotional energy that hardship brings. Challenges often stir up intense emotions like frustration, anger, sadness, and fear. While these feelings are natural, the key is not to let them overwhelm you. Instead of allowing emotions to consume you, channel that energy into action. Use that anger or frustration to fuel your drive to work harder, push further, and prove to yourself that you are stronger than the circumstances you're facing. That emotional intensity can be a source of power if you focus it on achieving your objectives rather than allowing it to drain you. Another important aspect of transforming adversity into fuel is resilience. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from difficulty, and it's built through experience. The more you face adversity, the more you learn how to endure it. Each time you overcome a challenge, you become stronger. This strength compounds, and what once felt like an insurmountable obstacle becomes just another hurdle you can clear. In this way, each challenge doesn't just affect you temporarily, it builds your capacity to handle even greater challenges in the future. Adversity also teaches resourcefulness. When things aren't going your way, you have to think outside the box and find creative solutions. It's during difficult times that people discover innovative ways to solve problems and adapt to changing circumstances. When things get tough, the necessity to find a solution pushes you to use your full potential. The obstacles that seem to be in your way can often be the catalyst for new ideas, fresh approaches, and breakthroughs that would not have been possible if everything were easy. Turning adversity into fuel means not only using the energy of struggle to keep moving forward, but also using it to fuel your purpose. Difficulties clarify your goals and sharpen your focus. When you're going through tough times, it forces you to prioritize what truly matters. Your sense of purpose becomes clearer, and you begin to understand what's worth fighting for. This clarity of purpose becomes your guiding light, allowing you to stay focused on your goals and continue forward, even when everything around you feels uncertain. In this process, adversity doesn't break you, it builds you. Instead of retreating, you step up, more determined and capable than before. You learn that your greatest strengths are often forged in the fires of adversity, and the very struggles you face today are the foundation of your future success. The more you can embrace adversity as a tool for growth, the more unstoppable you will become. Fear is one of the most powerful emotions that can hold us back from reaching our full potential. It can paralyze us, stop us in our tracks, and prevent us from taking the steps necessary to achieve our goals. The fear of failure, rejection, uncertainty, or even success can cloud our judgment and keep us from moving forward. But the truth is, fear, while natural, is often an illusion, an imagined barrier that seems insurmountable but dissipates the moment we confront it. One of the most effective ways to overcome fear is through action. Fear thrives in the absence of movement. When we stand still, when we avoid making decisions or taking risks, fear festers and grows. It magnifies in our minds, convincing us that the worst possible outcome is inevitable. However, the moment we choose to take action, no matter how small or uncertain, we begin to break the power that fear holds over us. Action disrupts the cycle of overthinking and gives us control over our situation. Taking action, even when you're afraid, proves to yourself that you are capable of moving forward despite your fears. It shows you that fear is not a permanent barrier, but a temporary feeling. Every step you take, whether it's a leap or a small stride, teaches you that fear cannot control you unless you allow it to. When you act in spite of fear, you demonstrate your resilience and your ability to handle discomfort. With each action, you build confidence, and the fear that once seemed so large becomes less intimidating. The key to overcoming fear with action lies in not waiting for the fear to dissipate before you begin. Many people think they need to be fearless or fully prepared before they can take the first step. But in reality, you will rarely feel completely ready or free from fear. The most successful individuals are not those who never feel fear. They are the ones who act despite it. By taking that initial step, you disrupt the illusion that fear is insurmountable. You show yourself that moving forward is possible, even if you don't have all the answers. Action also provides clarity. Fear often thrives on uncertainty, and when we are unsure of what to do, we hesitate and overanalyze. But action brings clarity by helping us gather information and learn from real experiences. Each step you take, even if it doesn't go perfectly, provides insights that help you make better decisions going forward. You begin to see that you have the power to adjust, pivot, and learn as you go. This kind of adaptability is crucial for overcoming fear, as it shifts your focus from worrying about what could go wrong to focusing on how to improve and adapt along the way. Taking action also creates momentum. Once you start moving forward, even in small ways, you begin to build momentum that makes it easier to keep going. The more you act, the more you reinforce the belief that you are capable of handling challenges. Momentum diminishes the impact of fear as the act of moving forward becomes its own reward. The first step is often the hardest, but once you take it, the subsequent steps become progressively easier. Another powerful aspect of overcoming fear through action is that it keeps you grounded in the present moment. Fear often arises from thinking too much about the future, what might go wrong, what could happen next. But when you take action, you are brought back to the present. You're not consumed with hypothetical situations. Instead, you're focused on the task at hand, the immediate steps in front of you. This focus allows you to bypass much of the paralyzing effect of fear and keeps you engaged in the process rather than being overwhelmed by the outcome. Action also shifts your perspective. When you're standing still, you view challenges as insurmountable obstacles. But when you begin to take steps toward your goal, even the most daunting tasks start to feel more manageable. Action breaks down large problems into smaller, more achievable tasks, making the entire process less overwhelming. Instead of seeing fear as a massive, unmovable wall, you start to see it as a series of smaller, conquerable hurdles that you can tackle one by one. Ultimately, overcoming fear with action is about trusting yourself to handle whatever comes your way. It's about stepping out of the mental cage that fear creates and choosing to live in the reality that you can face challenges, make mistakes, and learn as you go. Every time you take action in spite of fear, you reinforce your belief in your own capabilities and dismantle the grip that fear has on your life. Fear may never completely disappear, but with action, you can train yourself to move through it and continue on the path toward your goals, no matter how intimidating the journey may seem. Rising above limitations is a transformative mindset that allows individuals to break free from self-imposed or external barriers and reach beyond what they once thought was possible. Every person encounters limitations, whether they're physical, mental, emotional, or societal, But those limitations are not the defining factors of who you are or what you can achieve. The true power lies in your ability to rise above those perceived boundaries, to transcend what seems impossible, and to turn obstacles into stepping stones toward greater success. The first step in rising above limitations is recognizing that they often begin in the mind. We are conditioned to believe in the boundaries that others or society set for us, but in reality, many of those boundaries are arbitrary. They are the result of beliefs, fears, or past experiences that have been internalized and become self-limiting. By challenging these beliefs and questioning the rules you've been taught to follow, you begin to see that the limitations you face are not absolute truths. They are just perspectives that can be changed. When you shift your mindset and understand that many limitations are self-imposed, you open yourself up to the possibility of breaking free from them. Rising above limitations is also about having the courage to step into the unknown. When we stay within the confines of what we know, it's easy to believe that there's nothing more beyond that. But the truth is, the greatest discoveries, whether personal or professional, are made when we dare to venture beyond our comfort zones. It's about taking risks and embracing the uncertainty of what lies ahead. Rising above means being willing to face the unknown with the understanding that the journey itself is valuable, even if the path is not always clear. Each new step brings growth and experience that can help you surpass what you once thought was your limit. A crucial part of overcoming limitations is persistence. No matter how many times you fail or how many setbacks you encounter, the key to rising above is your ability to keep going. Resilience is the ability to bounce back after difficulties, and it is a necessary trait for anyone looking to push past their boundaries. It's the understanding that the road to success is rarely smooth, and every obstacle is an opportunity to learn, adjust, and come back stronger. When you encounter setbacks, you have two choices: to be defeated by them or to use them as fuel to push forward. By choosing the latter, you prove to yourself that your limitations are not final. They are temporary challenges that can be overcome with effort, perseverance, and time. Another powerful aspect of rising above limitations is the ability to adapt. The world is constantly changing, and the strategies that worked for you yesterday may not be as effective today. Adapting to new circumstances, learning new skills, and evolving with the times are essential for overcoming limitations. When you resist change, you limit your potential. But when you embrace it, you position yourself to go beyond your current capabilities. Adaptation is not just about survival. It's about thriving in the face of challenges and continually evolving to meet the demands of your environment. Rising above limitations is also about focusing on your strengths and leveraging them. While limitations may exist in certain areas, everyone has unique talents, skills, and perspectives that can help them rise above. By focusing on what you do well and finding ways to use those strengths to your advantage, you can navigate around the areas where you feel limited. Instead of fixating on what you can't do, you begin to see the possibilities in what you can do. And that mindset shift is incredibly powerful. By making the most of your strengths, you can overcome many of the barriers that might seem insurmountable at first glance. The environment in which you operate can also play a significant role in how you rise above limitations. Being surrounded by people who uplift and challenge you is critical. When you're in an environment that encourages growth and positivity, you're more likely to break free from the limitations imposed on you. But if you're constantly surrounded by negativity or doubt, it can reinforce your limitations and make it harder to rise above them. Cultivating a support system of individuals who believe in you and push you to be better can help you see beyond your limitations and give you the courage to keep striving for more. Finally, rising above limitations is about developing an unshakable belief in yourself and your vision. It requires a deep understanding that your potential is not confined to the limits that are visible at this moment in time. Every person has the capacity to evolve and grow into something far greater than their current circumstances may suggest. By maintaining faith in your abilities and continuously working toward your goals, you begin to defy the very limitations that once seemed to define you. It's about having the belief that no matter what the world throws at you, you will find a way to rise above it. Ultimately, rising above limitations is not about eliminating all obstacles. It's about changing how you perceive and react to those obstacles. It's about seeing challenges as opportunities to grow stronger, smarter, and more capable. It's about refusing to accept the narrative that limits are permanent and choosing to rewrite the story of your potential. When you choose to rise above limitations, you open yourself to a life filled with endless possibilities, proving that the only true limit that exists is the one you place on yourself. Resilience over perfection is a powerful philosophy that encourages individuals to embrace the process of growth and development rather than focusing solely on achieving flawless results. It's the understanding that setbacks, failures, and mistakes are not only inevitable, but essential components of personal and professional growth. Perfection, while often seen as a desirable goal, can be an illusion that paralyzes us and prevents us from taking the necessary actions to move forward. On the other hand, resilience is the ability to recover from difficulties, to keep going in the face of adversity, and to learn and grow from each experience. This mindset is about embracing the journey with all its ups and downs rather than obsessing over achieving a state of perfection. One of the primary aspects of resilience over perfection is accepting that failure is not the opposite of success, but a part of it. Perfectionism often leads to an unhealthy fear of failure, where making mistakes is seen as a personal shortcoming or something to avoid at all costs. However, failure is an inevitable part of growth. Every successful person, company, or achievement has been built on a foundation of trial, error, and learning from mistakes. Resilience allows you to view failure not as a defeat, but as a lesson. Each time you stumble, you gain new insights, refine your approach, and move closer to your goals. Resilience is about bouncing back, reassessing, and making adjustments rather than giving up when things don't go as planned. Resilience also enables you to adapt to change. Life is unpredictable, and perfectionism often comes with rigid expectations and an unwillingness to bend. When things don't go according to a predetermined plan, perfectionists may feel like they've failed or that they've lost control. But resilience teaches flexibility. It's about staying committed to your goals while understanding that the path to those goals may not always be linear. Resilience helps you adjust to unexpected changes, learn from them, and keep moving forward, rather than holding on to a vision of perfection that may no longer be relevant or attainable. Another important aspect of resilience over perfection is the willingness to take action despite not having everything figured out. Perfectionism can lead to procrastination, as the desire for the perfect outcome holds you back from starting at all. You might feel that you're not ready, that you don't have all the skills, or that the timing isn't right. However, resilience teaches you to take that first step, even if you don't have all the answers. It's the understanding that the journey begins with imperfect action, and the process of learning, adjusting, and improving along the way is what truly leads to success. With resilience, you gain confidence through experience, and you begin to trust that you can handle whatever comes your way, even if it doesn't go perfectly. Resilience over perfection also shifts the focus from the outcome to the effort and growth involved in the process. Perfectionists often place immense pressure on themselves to achieve specific results, which can lead to burnout, frustration, and a sense of inadequacy. They are so focused on the end goal that they fail to appreciate the progress they're making along the way. Resilience, on the other hand, is about valuing the effort and the persistence, not just the final product. It's about celebrating the small victories, learning from the challenges, and recognizing that each step you take, no matter how imperfect, is part of the greater journey toward your aspirations. This mindset encourages self-compassion as well. Perfectionism often comes with self-criticism and harsh judgment. When things don't go as planned, perfectionists can be their own harshest critics, believing they're not good enough or capable enough. But resilience fosters a mindset of kindness toward yourself. It's about treating yourself with the same understanding and patience that you would offer to others who are facing challenges. Rather than beating yourself up over mistakes, resilience allows you to view them as opportunities for growth and as part of your ongoing journey toward self-improvement. In the context of relationships and collaboration, resilience over perfection also plays a crucial role. No one is perfect, and expecting perfection from others is unrealistic and can create tension or disappointment. When you embrace resilience, you learn to be more understanding and supportive, not just toward yourself, but toward others as well. Resilience allows for open communication, a willingness to forgive, and the understanding that mistakes are part of the process of building trust and connection. This creates stronger, more supportive relationships that are built on growth, mutual understanding, and the ability to bounce back from challenges, rather than on unrealistic expectations. Finally, resilience over perfection cultivates long-term success and satisfaction. Perfection is often an unattainable goal that leaves people feeling unsatisfied no matter how much they achieve. There is always something more to do, something more to improve, and the pursuit of perfection can feel like an endless cycle. Resilience, on the other hand, creates a sense of fulfillment and progress. It encourages you to keep going, even when things aren't perfect, because you trust in your ability to grow and improve over time. It's not about reaching a final state of perfection, but about continually moving forward and embracing the ongoing process of development. When you prioritize resilience over perfection, you open yourself up to a more fulfilling, balanced, and successful life. Instead of being bogged down by the weight of perfectionism, you embrace the ebb and flow of life and allow yourself to grow through each experience. With resilience, setbacks become opportunities, mistakes become lessons, and the journey becomes just as important as the destination. It's through this mindset that you can truly thrive, learning to navigate life with confidence, grace, and the knowledge that the best results often come from the most imperfect beginnings. Leaving a legacy of power is about making a lasting impact that transcends your individual life and continues to influence and inspire others long after you're gone. It's not about accumulating wealth, fame, or recognition. Rather, it's about creating something meaningful that will resonate with future generations, something that empowers others to achieve greatness and live purposefully. This kind of legacy is built on the foundation of your values, actions, and the example you set throughout your life. It's the imprint you leave on the world, not just in terms of tangible achievements, but in the way you elevate and inspire others to be their best selves. But at the heart of leaving a legacy of power is living with intention. Every choice you make, every action you take, should be guided by a higher purpose. A purpose that reflects your deepest values and aspirations. When you live intentionally, you create a life that is aligned with your core beliefs. And every step you take becomes a testament to the principles you hold dear. Your legacy is not something that happens by accident. It's the result of conscious decisions that reflect your long-term vision and your desire to contribute positively to the world. The power of your legacy lies in the example you set for others. People are often inspired not just by what you say, but by what you do. Your actions speak louder than words, and the way you live your life can influence others to make changes in their own. A legacy of power is one that leads by example, showing others what is possible through your own resilience, determination, and perseverance. When you overcome challenges with grace, when you work tirelessly toward your goals, and when you treat others with respect and kindness, you inspire those around you to do the same. Your life becomes a roadmap for others to follow, offering a living testament to what it means to live with purpose and strength. Another critical aspect of leaving a legacy of power is empowering others. True power isn't about holding others down or trying to maintain control. It's about lifting people up, encouraging them to reach their full potential, and sharing the tools they need to succeed. Whether through mentorship, teaching, or simply being a source of support, empowering others creates a ripple effect that extends far beyond your immediate influence. The more people you inspire and uplift, the greater the impact of your legacy. It's about giving others the confidence to believe in themselves, the courage to pursue their dreams, and the strength to overcome their own challenges. Creating a legacy of power also involves staying true to your integrity and values, no matter the circumstances. Life will inevitably present situations that challenge your principles, but it is in those moments that your character shines the brightest. When you act with integrity, when you stay committed to your values even when it's difficult, you demonstrate that true power comes from being unwavering in your convictions. This unwavering commitment to your principles is what earns respect and admiration from others, and it is what ensures that your legacy remains strong and influential long after you are gone. Part of leaving a lasting legacy is also about fostering a sense of community and connection. Building relationships and forging bonds that extend beyond your immediate circle creates a web of influence that can continue to thrive in the future. Whether through your family, your work, or your community involvement, these connections provide a foundation for your legacy to take root and grow. When you invest in people, when you show up for others, and when you contribute to the collective well-being of society, you create a network of support that sustains your legacy long after your time on Earth has ended. Your legacy lives on through the people you've touched, the lives you've transformed, and the communities you've built. Another key element of a powerful legacy is the ability to inspire change. A true legacy isn't merely about maintaining the status quo or preserving what has come before. It's about creating positive, transformative change. This can be achieved by challenging outdated systems, fighting for justice, and pushing the boundaries of what's possible. The most powerful legacies are those that leave the world better than they found it, whether by advancing a cause, improving a community, or introducing innovative ideas that change the way people think or live. To leave a legacy of power, you must be willing to take risks, challenge norms, and be a catalyst for progress. Leaving a legacy of power is also about embracing failure as a stepping stone to success. The path to building a meaningful legacy is rarely smooth. There will be setbacks, obstacles, and moments of doubt. However, those who leave a lasting legacy understand that failure is not an end, it's a lesson and an opportunity to learn, grow, and improve. They don't let setbacks define them, but instead use them as fuel to propel themselves forward. This resilience in the face of adversity becomes part of the legacy you leave behind, an enduring testament to your strength, perseverance, and commitment to your vision. Additionally, leaving a legacy of power involves creating something that endures. It's not just about short-term achievements, but about building something that can continue to impact the world in meaningful ways for years to come. Whether it's through a foundation, a body of work, or a movement you start, a powerful legacy is something that can outlive you, continuing to inspire and influence even after you've passed. By creating systems, structures, or initiatives that can be carried on by others, you ensure that your impact remains long after your time has ended. Ultimately, leaving a legacy of power is about making a difference. It's about knowing that your life mattered, that you helped others, and that you contributed to something greater than yourself. It's not about being remembered for the things you accumulated or the titles you held, but for the way you lived, the people you touched, and the change you sparked. It's about leaving the world in a better place and empowering those who come after you to continue the work you started. A legacy of power is one that inspires, uplifts, and endures, creating a lasting ripple effect that can shape the future in profound and meaningful ways. As we stand at the intersection of our present and future, remember that the legacy we leave is not determined by the accolades we collect or the challenges we face, but by the impact we make on those around us. Every action we take, every choice we make, contributes to the story that will be told long after we're gone. Will we be remembered for our pursuit of perfection or for our resilience in the face of adversity? Will our legacy be one of fear or will it be one of power, strength, and empowerment? The true measure of our lives lies not in what we accomplish alone, but in how we lift others as we go. It's not enough to simply chase personal success. We must strive to create an environment where others can thrive, where they too can leave their own legacies of strength and power. When we choose resilience over perfection, when we embrace the struggles as opportunities for growth, we set the stage for something much greater than ourselves. The power to change lives, to inspire action, and to shape the future lies within each of us. So as you leave here today, remember this: your legacy is yours to create, and it is not defined by what you do in isolation. It is the way you inspire, empower, and uplift those around you. It is about choosing to rise above limitations, to face your fears, and to embrace every challenge with unwavering strength. Leave a legacy that speaks of your courage, your compassion, your power. Leave a legacy that will inspire the generations to come, to stand tall, to act boldly, and to leave their mark on the world. You have the power to create a legacy that will not only be remembered, but that will continue to empower long after you've gone. It's time to rise. It's time to leave a legacy of power.